going on? Strategic, what's going on? Alright. This is another unannounced stream. I haven't really been announcing them like I meant to. But I wasn't really sure I was going to do it today. I'm a little... not exactly under the weather, but for some reason it decided to get really nice the past couple days. Really sunny, which means spring has arrived and my allergies are already starting to get out of control. So I apologize if I have a lot of sneezing and stuff during the stream. But, it's just how it is. So last time we streamed, I was looking for this ginger fellow from the massacre at the farm over wherever the hell it was. Newhoff? And am I in the right area? I don't think I am. No, I'm not even close. Whoops. Alright, we go this way. I was going to a completely different objective. My bad. But I'll probably stream for a couple hours today. It's 3:30 now. 6:30 would be a nice 3-hour stream. I think that'll be more than enough. So I played some of this off screen. I didn't really do any major missions, but I did some side missions, hunting down bandit camps and then going after cumin camps. But I think I'm starting to face enemies that are beyond my means. I'm having trouble killing some of them. And I learned that there is an ability that I'm not happy about, called like Master Strike or something, which basically means if you get a perfect, or like even more perfect block than a perfect block, you get a free, unblockable, undodgeable attack on the enemy. And unfortunately, it seems like all the cumins know how to do that and are just spamming me relentlessly. Every time I try to swing at them, they're like just perfect blocking me and getting free stabs. Now, the good thing is I have a lot of armor, and they use like sabers and shit that don't do a whole lot of damage to quality metal armor. But it's still a pain in the ass because they're getting so many damn free hits on me that it does start to add up. But it's also possible that I'm just going... I'm getting ahead of myself and going after targets that are beyond my means. So I'm going to take a break from all that and just stick to some story missions and see where that gets us. Also, I did do a lot of training. I'm like rank 6 in mace and sword now, I think. Which weapon am I using? I don't remember. I'm using a sword. Now, this sword, I think, is like... I think we had this when we started. This is like a pre-order bonus or something? Which I'm kind of ashamed to use, but at the same time, I did need better weapons against unarmored people. Because the mace does not do well against people wearing, like, padded armor. Although a good clonk on the head, if I can pull it off, tends to put them down one way or another. So Ginger Boy's over there somewhere. I don't think he's like kidnapped or anything. I know people were looking for him, but we dealt with the people going after him. Those were the coal burners that we spoke with. I think we're closing in. Now we found the bugger. Knock, knock.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognize? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushets, and he has a limp.
Well, limping bandit doesn't sound like he's gonna do too much.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I
My
saw
chat
him a
room
few
refresh.
times in the tavern in Ushets, playing dice.
Bear with me a second. I'm not sure I'm seeing the chat, because for some reason it seemed to glitch out on me. Had to make sure I can see it.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushets, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushets. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ushits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
I think one of them might be the man we're looking for.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
I don't really want to come back here to tell them, but I'm also worried if I send them there and they are pissed off at them, they might they might kill him or something, so let's make sure he's got peace when he gets back there. I don't know why this counts as robbing. I'm not even tempted to take a lot of this stuff anymore. It's so damn heavy. And all this armor I'm wearing is adding up too. Oh well. Alright, well. We know we need to find a limping man in Ujits. Kill the camp leader. Where is Ujits? I keep hearing about it, but I haven't seen it yet. It must be somewhere amongst the clouds. Or it could be up here. Well, we know what we know, so let's go. So it's funny, because, like, Captain Bernard has stayed here the whole time. And while I've been going out and, like, killing bandits and stuff for him, I had to keep coming back here to, like, get the reward and do training and stuff, even though he's supposed to be back at the place. What's this guy doing here?
Greetings. What do you need?
What the hell are you doing here?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Calling me a horse?
Story or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujit, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Ujits then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Merhoyed and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir.
We shall do it. Oh. I guess I don't get to tell Bernard anymore. Well, Bernard's gone. Oh no, he's right here.
Good day.
I have some...
Let's see. Good.
Alright. Bit of a reward there. Who am I supposed to ask for Ginger's sake?
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
Why don't you stand and face me while we talk?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again.
Alright. Well, Bernard's already run off, so I don't think I can actually ask him. I'm gonna need a good wash. I guess we can make a quick hop back to Ginger and let him know what's up. Kind of in the direction we're going anyway. Let's head back to the inn. Getting dark. Where was Ginger? There. Alright, so I guess after this we make our way to Ujit and start asking questions. Which is good. I've been just like hopping between the same locations during the off time because I didn't want to get ahead of anything. I don't know if I'm going to keep streaming this after today. Given how, first of all, it's frustrated me a bit here and there. And also, I just don't know if people are going to continue to be interested in it. And I still want to stream other games. I still want to stream East Origin. There's a couple newer games that came out that I want to take a look at. I think some games I've streamed before might be getting updates soon. Also, I'm just honestly like not as enthused about this game as I think most people have been. Like a lot of people were saying, like this is the game that redeemed the open world RPG. I'm like, it's all right. You know, I appreciate a lot of things it tried to do. I like some of the old school nature of it, but I'm not a fan of the combat, and unfortunately that is still a big part of it. And I know there's a lot of other things you can do, a lot of dialogues, a lot of questing, a lot of alternative solutions to quests than just violence. But with how much they emphasize the unique combat system, and I'm just not that impressed by it.
You can return.
Thank you.
Whoops.
I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Ew, I don't know what you'd do with the horses. Alright. Yeah. Guess we head north now. North to Ujits. Let me get that marker off of here. It's distracting. Ujits is quite a ways away. Who are these fools? They look like soldiers. I don't think they're gonna bother me. Nope, they are gonna bother me. Alright, well, fuck them. Look a bit too well armed for me right now. Right, we're here. Ish. It is nighttime, so I can't... Can you jump, horse? That's what the spacebar does. Jump! Oh my goodness. Wow, way to stop turning. I think we're gonna have to find an inn to spend the night. These guys look shady. What's going on here? Limpy Lubosh. what goes on.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
Oh, aren't you clever?
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well,
I don't even know what
I'm from
happened.
Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
Auschwitz?
We have
I thought it was
bandits
Auschwitz.
or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
My goodness. That's pretty vile.
Sakra.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Well, so much for Limpy.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Well, maybe he was dead the whole time.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
Kith or kin?
A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Alright, not very informational.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Stuffed a sock down his throat, probably. Alright, well. Not helpful.
God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
I didn't? Wait, why is my chat... I actually pulled up my chat on my phone. For some reason, it's not working on my browser. I don't know why that is, and that's pissing me off. Now, I thought I set up automatic, like, Twitch announce, like, things when I go live and it puts it on Twitch, but I guess not. Are those popping up in the thing? Yes, they are. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Something went wrong with my chat. It, like, crashed twice. So I don't know what the deal is. Actually, I saw it on my phone. But, whatever. Let me just do the thing. Alright, there. Announced. Ha. I don't know why when I link my channel on Twitter, it still puts the title of the stream from like the last time I streamed, not this time.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Excuse me.
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Oh, they're always skulking.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
Not a clue.
Well, you're a waste of time.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. We didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
Alright, we're not learning much. Mash?
I hope I
His name
can
is
help you
Mash.
tonight.
I've come.
Yeah, these are all grayed out, so he's not telling us anything new. You're standing way far back.
I'm honored.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhoff, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
God, I just
I don't know
realized
anything about it, but ask.
what is going on with my helmet. The coif I'm wearing underneath is clipping through the like chain mask thing on the helmet I'm wearing over it.
That man Lubosch who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Of course not, you can get away with anything.
Do you know what Lubosch was doing the day Neuhoff was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosch used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of detective quests and RPGs like this, but every game has to have one.
God be with you.
I've come in the name.
Again, all grayed out.
That's all.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Always something suspicious.
Around here? You should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
Oh god, what's he doing in the stables?
Another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Are you so sure? Alright. I don't know if anyone else is going to have more information. Local groom?
I'm looking for the local groom. Where can I find him?
Where do you think? In the stables, of course.
Oh, yeah? Alright, well, nobody's leaving. What do we got for... Man, really? Ujit's Parish Priest. No, I don't have that. Is that gonna happen in this quest? I mean, there's already naked man in here with guts all hanging out, but there was nothing really explicit on display there.
Sneaking around in the dark.
I actually do need to set up hotkeys for, like, scene transitions. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. But I haven't done it on this OBS because I use OBS Studio now. I didn't think I would need to use this one anymore, but this game, for some reason, objects to some obscure setting on OBS Studio that I have not figured out yet, and so won't work right. there's like nothing good in any of these.
I wasn't sure if anyone even wanted to sell them. So I asked for a high price, and he says...
I don't know about Twitch. YouTube is surprisingly lenient with it. I've never had problems with it. Even though I do sometimes take the executive decision to censor it myself. But yeah, I don't know about Twitch. Twitch is slightly less moderated. Okay, I'll take some torches. And some heavy-ass torches. Alright, well. It's open to sleep until daytime. But... Oh, I stepped on a pooch. Let's see, innkeeper's gone back to the inn so I can rent a room. I don't know where the inn is. Oh, well, that's nice. Thief? Oh, no, you don't, you prick. Hang on. I'm trying to tackle you. Don't tell me to watch it.
Hey!
Why can't I tackle him? Oh, because I got the torch out, probably.
What?
Alright, bitch.
Now I'll finish you off.
You bitch.
You get what for?
Yeah, eat it. Yeah, who do you think you are?
Had enough. Please, leave me be.
Nah, you return the stolen goods.
That bloated belly surely stole that ring anyway.
This exact same scene played out in another town.
No excuses. Hand it over.
Like, literally, the bandits stealing a ring from somebody, claiming the other guy stole it. Blah, blah, blah.
Amend my life.
Like, couldn't they at least have switched up what item he stole?
And did you get...
I did.
Thank you.
And all this dialogue is exactly the same, too. $6 whole for returning that ring. I probably could have sold it for like 10 times that. Ugh. Man. People just have no courtesy these days. I have a pretty big village here. Alright. Here's the old watering hole.
Can I sleep here?
Certainly. For how long?
Just one night.
Sure.
Here you are.
What's the sense in haggling when he's only charging 2 groschen? Don't close the door on me, bitch. Oh, it's the baker's? Alright, well, where's my room? To the left? Don't look like it. Where do I sleep?
Is there somewhere?
But you've already...
No, thank you. Where do I go?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to...
Oh, I have to climb a ladder to go to bed? God, what is this? So I guess this was the way. What terrible accommodations. I guess that's why it costs 2 groschen. That was actually a decent bed. Oh well, at least no one should bother me up here. Ooh, I am gonna be hungry when I wake up. Good enough. Ding dong. Oh yeah, and you get a stash in all these, you get access to your stash in all the taverns, which is nice. You see, like, most taverns have, like, a pot of stew I can eat from, but not this one, apparently. Oh no, here it is.
Where you going?
Well, you shouldn't stand in the damn doorway when I'm barging out to eat your soup. What just happened? Oh. Invisible Man shoved me. Why is my fucking chat still refreshing? What is going on today? Like, bugging the hell out. Preview was just like... What the fuck? Now it won't even, like, open. Thank you. Christ. I don't know what it is. Like, I have occasional problems with the Twitch chat, like, crashing. But for some reason today, it's just doing it like mad. Like, that's like the 4th time it's done it, and then I have to refresh the page, like, multiple times to get it to come back. Like, what the fuck, man? Now, where's the pastor? Morning, Father?
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder.
Yeah, but I don't want to miss it when you say something.
It seems Sir
Irritating.
Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Well, he was wanted for murder and then got eviscerated, so I think he probably was a pretty nasty fellow.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You're a bit of a smartass.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Oh, don't fuck with me.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
God.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Oh, fuck off.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you.
We don't have
We can
time.
Talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
You know, look for loopholes in the fucking Bible, but can't just break the law for the good of the people. This is a little ridiculous. This contrived hierarchy of laws in this strange time. Where spilling secrets is somehow a greater crime than committing murder. Alright, well, I have no choice but to wait until night for this guy. Gotta loosen his lips with a little bit of the... What do they call it? I don't remember. I hate when I know there's a word for what I'm thinking. And I just can't think of it. I got a brain fart on it. That just pissed me off.
Well, it'll be tidy for a little while at least.
You don't want to play some dice with me? What about you, miss? Guess not. Alright, we wait until the night.
Eve!
You know, it is so damn hot in my room. Even though it's like 75 degrees out, by law in this state, landlords have to keep the heat on through, like, the 15th of April, I think. So it is hot as hell in here. Alright, where's the good father? Excuse me, Joseph.
Jesus.
Don't walk into me and then act like it's my fault. Right.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But
I should
first,
hope
I'd like
so.
to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest.
You sound like the most insincere son of a bitch I've ever spoken to in this game.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujits, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now
How about we drink to getting some damn answers?
What actually happened at Noel? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumors aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarreled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful.
Yeah, now drop your goddamn principles and help me finish this.
To die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
Alright, well, since you hold that in such high esteem, maybe you'll actually give me something.
Where do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical, condemning vices, and of course describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days, and stories from real life with a nice moral to them are popular as well, especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
I don't want to hear all this.
Recently, a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague.
Jan Hus?
Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
I do.
Preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church.
Mother Church?
The plentiful wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing.
Yeah, he's
for
getting a
wealth,
little agitated.
and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive fur, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny.
Well, this you're making a bit of sense now.
It reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
Apparently I'm getting a little plastered. I don't... That was very flat, my friend. I think you can justify your answer a little bit.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Presbytery? I didn't know that was a noun.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Oh, they'll find a way.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
All right. Toast.
That sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Sweet. Training my liver. And is something about to get Is this a scene I should be worried about? Ooh, chicken. Uh-oh.
Enough of this.
Whoops, we've made fools of ourselves.
Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks.
God, bailiffs are such
Let the
buzzkills.
About you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can ride is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Damn. Disrespect the man of God himself.
Henry, back me up.
I don't think that's a good idea. Oh God.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Bitch. Oh God, I can't see straight. I'm getting hammered over here. Get out of the way, you lanternish dork. Yeah, eat shit. Yeah, I don't know why they're so damn loud. I think I just got stalked. Hang on, what am I doing here? Oh God, I'm sideways.
And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me?
Did we knock out the bailiff?
My dear, careful you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a fool.
I can't see. Yeah, I'm ready to like close the scene in case something bad happens.
Look at this beauty.
Oh wow, it's a bell.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is the most thrilling thing that I think has ever happened in this town.
This is wonderful.
Oh God.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
And
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
I still got pants on.
Priest has
All right, I'm keeping this off.
take a little ride of our own.
I'll let you enjoy the sounds, but not the sights. The good thing I haven't hit it off with Teresa yet. Otherwise, this might be a little unfaithful. I guess that wasn't too bad. I mean, you didn't really see much other than the waist up. Now the good father is trying to be a sheep in his own flock. Alright, I'm still a bit stumbly.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
He has such a just gay look on his face. Hang on, there's not more nudity, is there? Nope, she's
Godwin, you beast.
slightly decent.
Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards.
Oh, fuck it out. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well,
I don't remember.
certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. Oh, my guts.
Get this man an aspirin.
Poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about?
I think you got mass to deal with.
Me alive. I've forgotten something.
You've forgotten your job.
I've forgotten. Where the fuck am I? What the fuck was it? Mass. Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there.
Oh God! So I actually have to remember what he said.
I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Oh wow! So now suddenly you're willing to abandon your principles, just to make a deal. Well, I would have totally not paid attention.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Alright, well give me some decent like vestments at least. Strategic, since I missed your question. I haven't played Gothic 3 lately. I mean, I know there's a couple mods that came out, but it's not like the game changed too much. But Gothic 2, you know, that's happening soon. I'll probably do a lot of streams for Gothic 2 before I start the walkthrough, so you can be ready for that. But that's not going to happen for a few months.
We'll never get away with it.
Not if you make a hash of it.
Well, alright. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday.
Yeah, it's going to be unmodded. It's going to have the DirectX 11, and that's about it.
Drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Oh, this is going to be trouble.
I'm hungry.
Good thing there's a pot of breakfast soup. I'm still pretty hungover by the looks of things. Like, again, I should at least have some decent clothes if I'm about to stand on a pulpit. Do I not get to wear the pants with these? Oh, right. Gotta actually have to equip it. Alright, I'm not gonna wear the armor, but I'll wear something that at least is better than bedclothes. We're good. Let's go. Yeah, Elex is gonna be done probably in the next couple weeks. I think I'm at the end of it. And I've got like 5 episodes to upload. 5 or 6 or 7 before I finish the ending. And then I'm gonna hammer through Witcher and Dragon Age. And then I'll start streaming Gothic 2, probably before I even quite finish those. Oh boy, this is gonna go well. And then
I thought he'd never show up.
I'll start the walkthrough.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
Capers. I don't like capers.
Just you wait. Look at him. Mother of God, any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
Yeah, I've blown through it pretty fast. I'm at episode. I recorded episode 57, and I think it's probably going to be about 60 episodes total.
Accepit panem in sanctas.
Don't drop it, whatever you do.
Hac facite in meam commemorationem.
Pretty much. You just rejected the blood of Christ.
Brothers
Yeah,
and
we'll
sisters,
speak after services, miss.
you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who's here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime.
Yeah, his enunciation is a
You might
little
not
off.
know that Henry recently visited Prague, where by the grace of God was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
All right, this is gonna be rough.
Curious which one of them will puke first.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone. It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
And such sins, those who should lead with reason, who should shun debauchery and show the path of righteousness, which is the duty
I
of
shouldn't have
all
done that
priests,
one.
Instead, they indulge in drunkenness and intoxication. Therefore, the apostle says that a bishop may not be a drinker of wine, and parish priests must be sober.
I think I picked the wrong
If
one.
a bishop is a drinker of wine, he must be deposed, and a priest who drinks must be punished or deprived of his priesthood.
He's talking about Godwin. For sure he's talking about him, the drunkard.
I have made a mistake.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates! Away with them!
We're fortunate to have our good father Godwin.
I think I
He's
think
just a
I
fair and
saved him.
simple man.
I recovered from that.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honor to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Alright, nice save there. That was easier than I thought. I don't know why I picked the drunkenness one. Well, though then again, the fornication one we also are guilty of.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
Damn right, I'm a soak. I'm like a sponge.
Young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So gluttony and fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well...
And with you.
Now, Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first, they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out?
Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
Oh, he stabbed him with the
Lubosh killed the murderer,
hoof pick.
and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pious. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest.
I ain't been ordained, that's kind of the point.
And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Sniff out Riki. That's funny.
Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed.
With his guts hanging out of him.
Be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try.
Maybe a tank of water
I'm not sure
next
I'll
time.
survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, he's ended up drinking the wine anyway by the looks of things. It shouldn't take long to set up a hotkey. I just didn't know that that was coming up that quickly. But it wasn't a hard thing to just Alt-Tab and click off the scene. Alright, well. Might need to sleep off the rest of this. Now, why is my, apparently I'm 100% conspicuous in this town. Somebody's on fire again. I guess being drunk. Or hungover. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing any of the Teresa stuff on screen, so don't worry about that. How? I need to get back to the tavern. Oh, maybe I don't need to go to the tavern. I can just wait it out. What happened? What'd Twitch do? Potion? No, I don't think I've learned how to read yet. Yeah, I'm telling you, they keep doing it. Alright. I'm back to normal, but I need something to eat. Well, actually, the baker. I'll buy a pretzel.
God be with.
Ooh, get some milk and honey. Why not? And a loaf. This chicken can go. Oh. So yeah, I do have a couple of those potions. Alright, much better. I think it's time to get the hell out of this backwater town. Before we make even more of a fool of ourselves. Actually, is there a merchant? I'm probably gonna keep up with some of the side story because none of that upgraded my combat skills in any way, so fighting more humans won't really work out. Alright, trader.
I'm honored that.
I like how they're calling me a knight when I got this dingy ass armor on. You can have that. Take it. I need someone to repair my goods. Well, what else do I have to do? Oh, the stone. Right, the quarry. Oh yeah, and I gotta see the groom. I got some shit to do. First of all, I didn't know groom meant some guy who raises horses. That's good to know. But, yeah, there's some quest for, like, Lady Stephanie from whatever place to go around getting, like, wedding gifts for her. Yeah, I know, but I like to stay on track when I'm streaming. Otherwise, I just end up wandering and nothing gets done. Where is there, like, a blacksmith? Perhaps there or there? Why? What were you trying to say? Kinda act so respectful all of a sudden. I don't buy it for a minute. Going the wrong way. Thief again? Get back here, you son of a bitch. Yeah, into the wall, you dork. Eat it. Hang on, how are you running again? Don't you try and pull this shit. Yeah, you got whomped. Why do you keep running? What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? He just died.
showed him.
I didn't mean to.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
That's blood money. That's barely enough to buy like a cough drop. This man's dead. I don't know how it happened. He just like... Holy shit! He's alive! Okay, now he's dead. Oh. Oh. I don't have that anymore, so I think now he's dead. Alright, well, he won't need this. Or those. Alright, back to the thing we were doing. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble. What is this? Scribe? I don't need no scribe. Actually, hang on. Can a scribe teach me how to read? Hey, scribey.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Alright. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Alright, take it.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
Does this actually take a few days?
He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit.
I read the book.
Here on the table.
Why was I floating?
What the hell are you doing? You ought to be.
Hey, I'm being hosted.
Come back once.
Was that an auto host? Because that took forever. Or did you just select that now? And that's still so much louder than it's supposed to be. What the hell's up with that? And what am I doing? I didn't listen to this guy. Yeah, I don't know why auto host doesn't work. Am I reading this book? Oh! That explains why I couldn't like do. I was trying to like figure out how to do potions in like the herbalist's like little laboratory. I was wondering why they like. I thought they just jumbled the language just because they couldn't write like Bohemian or whatever they were speaking, Latin or something. One day a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thoughts, and soon found to his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it, only to find nothing. Well, what a tragic tale. We have company.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in
I understand it's a different time, but I read that story in fucking kindergarten.
and the words that you place in
Maybe
them
not
ought to
kindergarten,
be
maybe
no less
first
so.
grade.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, the language of God. Solon es... no. Nu... See, I never studied Latin. I don't know what that first word's supposed to be. Like, nusul? Nulus? I don't know. Est libre... Nah. I'll butcher Latin even worse than the fucking preacher did. Yeah, why not? Who's this asshole just sleeping here?
I read the page.
Well, I looked at the
So
page.
tell me, Distrupule, what's
What did you
written
just
there?
call me? Ut non aliqua part drop it. Dolus liver tam willis ut non a liquor party profit. I'm gonna assume the one that's still in Latin is the one I should answer. Except this just seems to be the first line.
Nullus est liber tam malus ut non alique parte prosit.
No.
Heavens!
No, they weren't.
You haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations.
Listen, just because I can enunciate Latin doesn't mean I know what the hell it means.
Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Alright, we're Latin. We are literate. Well, I was supposed to have taken a few days, but it seemed like it barely took an afternoon. I still need to know if there's a smith around here. Oh, that's what that means? Okay. Appreciate the Latin lesson. See, I didn't study Latin, I studied ancient Greek in high school. And don't dare ask me to say any phrase in Greek because I do not remember. I don't think there is a smith here. There ain't no Mr. Smith. Well. Okay, Riki's all the way down there. That's a hell of a trek. I'm thinking I should probably get a bite to eat before we go. Because I'm going to be hungry by the time we get there. I know there's a pot of soup at the tavern waiting for me. And hoist. Whoa. Easy now with your horse teleportation. I don't know. Alright. On the road again. See if I get beset by bandits. I'm actually feeling pretty good now. I don't know why I was in bad shape earlier, so I might stream at least another hour. If I stream longer than that, then I gotta stop and eat up some leftovers because I'm hungry. Uh-oh, attack! Who's attacking? Somebody I can kill?
You fucking stinking got a weak in the knees.
Yeah, it's just one man. I can handle you.
Ow.
Yeah, you sorry fool. That's what happens. Ooh, we got cracklins. And some moonshine. I saved some of this for my buddy back in Ujits. He's got nothing good on him. Knight's hunting sword. I was actually wondering, let me think. If it's keeping with... I'm trying to see if there's a theme to what you've been doing. You've done Harry Potter, you've done Knights of Honor, you've done Jade Empire. I don't really know any way those are all related, so I have no idea. Let me move this garbage to the horse. Move a couple torches to the horse. I don't know. Oh no, horsey. Horsey too heavy. First game in a long series of action RPGs. Not Arena, is it? I don't know if that counts as an action RPG. Oh, okay. More Ubisoft, eh? I've never played any of the Far Cry games, I'll be honest. I was, like, intrigued by the third one, but I never got around to playing it. And then, like, the fourth one came out, and I'm like, okay. Looks kind of the same. Then the fifth one came out, and I'm like, okay, looks more the same. Maybe I'll just wait until they get, like, the... Don't just shove your face in my fucking horse and yell at me for getting in your way. What an asshole. Unfortunately, I think the inn has closed up shop. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. Remember that point earlier where I was like eating the soup and then like the innkeeper comes up behind me, like shoves his face in my back and then just like disappears. And it's just like yelling at me for being in his way the whole time. I don't remember, were there... Yeah, there's a tailor. I'd at least be able to do up my clothes real nice. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm getting sleepy. The innkeeper is not awoken. I can't get a room. Oh, why is it so hot in this room? Alright, innkeep, I need a nap.
I hope I can.
Can I sleep here?
Aye, for a lot.
Just
all right.
Take it.
You'll like it.
Like sleeping on a cloud, it is. Yeah, it's probably 85 in this room, and I find it absolutely unbearable. Oh, damn, I'm getting hungry. See, for me, comfortable at any time of year is about 68 degrees. I don't know how you survive at 85. That is ridiculous. I was actually thinking about putting the air conditioner in, but that thing fighting with the radiator and the heat from outside, I don't think it's even going to be worth it. You need to get more iron in your diet. I think that's the problem. Alright. Let's have the tailor man fix up my vestments a little bit.
I'm at your
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
I know.
Riki?
Just making suggestions.
The courier's son.
Maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
He's not usually around here. Try asking at his own. But I hope we've got a thick skin. The old courier ain't exactly charming.
Where's his home?
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why's that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
I did not know there's such a thing as brown fat. Oh. I learned something today.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
I see.
He's a tanner in he. If you're ever downwind of him, you'll understand. Tanning isn't a trade for the weakest stomach.
True enough, but not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinek's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Alright, then that would explain it. I don't know why his occupation had to come into the matter.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone.
Do some jumping jacks.
And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory in Rattay for thieving. And in Neuhof, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies, and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here. We've no use for the likes of him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
He's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Alright, I'll speak with her then. As well as the man. Oh, he's got a messer. I always wanted one of those. Except his doesn't have the nail on it. I can never remember if there... I don't think there is a smith in this town either, which is freaking annoying, because my stuff is in bad shape. I think the tanner was down here. No, he's like across town or something. Oh, well, here's the bathhouse. Guess we'll stop here first.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough, but I don't know what I could tell you about him.
I'm just here as part of the investigation. I'm not on anything, you know, unsavory.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinnock doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh?
Really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinnock is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
Oh, whatever.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago, he came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He keeps prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died.
Limpy
He was
Lubosh.
regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was, and that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye. And then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
Very odd indeed.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl, and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me, and we could get married and such. All just poppycock.
Oh, you're so sure men don't throw that kind of promise around lightly.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
Alright, we're going there for a bit of a dig, I guess. Man, what's B? Let's go for B first. My fight has been going up just because I'm improving combat abilities, but I think speech has been more often successful than the crown one, the royalty thing. Oh, this is perfect. That's what I need. I need first aid 3. I need level 10. That'll happen next time. I guess I'll just save that. Check my reputation. Oh. Yeah, my reputation's been pretty damn good in a lot of places. Oh, and... yeah. Mill and Rovna are the only ones that hadn't gone up because I haven't been there. I don't know why Scalus is so high. I'm pretty sure nobody lives there anymore. But it was funny because since my reputation was so high, Captain Bernard was actually like, every time I walked by, he'd be like, "Henry, good to see you." And then I talked to him and he was like, "What the hell did you do running off like that?" and all this shit. So it was kind of hilarious. Ooh, I get drinking skills. Here is, you get is 50% weaker. No. Those all sound terrible. That sounds good to me. I haven't tried reading yet. I'm not sure how it works. Oh. Oh, the Scouts villagers are in Ratai. I forgot about that. So they probably have their own reputation, like, check. Man, what am I missing here? Wasn't there a B? That was just an E. Oh, the B's for something else. My bad. Yeah, that's... I know that's what you meant, but I think... I'm guessing the villagers who are, like, camping out in Rattay are probably on their own reputation, like, check thing. Yeah. Here's old Poppy.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Oh, don't flatter me.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Have you ever heard of him?
Sure. Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son, Hinek.
Ah. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
I don't know nothing.
Is
Maybe
that
at least
so?
you know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
Elaborate.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
Oh, no. Did you now?
But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right. I'll ask at the inn then.
I have to go back across the river. Okay, something about treasure on the western corner. Let's look for a place to dig. Yeah, here we go. Oh. I'm digging the rocks, but it's showing up beneath my feet. Nice. I'll leave the gambeson in garbage shape. Oh no, I'm stuck. Let me see your retweet. Retweet. Ha! That's very pertinent.
What was that?
Alright, back across the stream here. No, I don't mind it. It's just funny. I would get... Oh yeah, I forgot there's like archery training here. I would get off track a lot if I didn't have somebody being like, hey, don't forget you did this and you gotta do this. As long as you're not like spoiling things and telling me what to do and all that, just reminding me that I got something to do is helpful. Alright, innkeep. I have questions.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
What?
Nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my
I die at the end of the movie.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone. I just need to know where Riki is. It's urgent.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's likely Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him, and it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them. Poaching's a crime, after all.
All right. But give me your word of honor you won't tell anyone about our deal.
You have
Honor. Ha! You speak of honor.
So, what do you want to know?
That's a good question. I was just gonna keep it.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all. But I happen to know it's a dark place. A cave or an old mine shaft.
How do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west.
Oh, there is a forge.
There's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
Alright, I guess we'll triangulate.
Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Alrighty, well, I want to find this forge first so I can get my stuff repaired. Horse? Oh, there you are. Got it, left you in there. Alright. One there. All the way over there. Up there. What is that? Oh, you know, I don't know why I haven't. Where do you get those from? Like stables? Actually, how much money does this trader have? Traders, for some reason, don't seem to have a lot of money. Ones with, like, specialized professions seem to actually have a lot of cash. And he's got 246. Like, a blacksmith would have, like, 3,000. And I gotta get my stuff from my horse. Ooh, cumin bow. Is that better than my bow? Almost nailed it. Whatever, good enough. Can I use this bow? Oh, nice. I like it. Ditch this garbage bow. Alright, but seriously, where's the dang forge here? Is it like outside of town? I think there's actually something like loot there. I found another one. I couldn't figure out what that was. Oh, there's the forge. I couldn't figure out what that was like when I went there before. Then I found another one with the same icon that turned out to be like a hidden stash. Now, the unexplored place. I've actually been there and I don't know why it won't show up explored. It doesn't look like there's anything there. Out of the way, fools. Oh, okay, it's a baker. Jump, you dumb horse. God, why won't the horse jump? But the forge is across the river. Bonk! Passed it. Pardon me, madam. Is this it? Oh yeah, it is. I've been here. I don't know why I couldn't remember this.
I'm at your service.
I don't need trade, I need repairs. How much money does he have? He's got 1.2, so if I do the repairs and give him a good deal, I can sell him a lot of shit. And I keep pressing the wrong damn thing. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Really? I can't fix my halberd?
Let's have a word.
Alright. Give him a good deal.
What about this?
Oh wait, no, I went backwards. Oh well. Too bad.
All right, so?
My bad. Alright, well I need a new halberd then, because this thing's broke as fuck. Is it worth it though? Because at that point it's probably going to be as expensive. Well, he doesn't even sell them anyway, so what's the point? Ow! So what do the horseshoes do? Do they change the horse's speed? I don't. It doesn't look like it does any difference. Hey, do I need to buy all 4 horseshoes? $1,000?
Can we do something?
No.
I was about to say. I thought they were actually doing that. They're actually selling 4. You had to buy all 4 horseshoes. Because I was like, why would he conveniently be selling exactly 4 horseshoes?
Let's have a word.
Aye.
Alright, how's that for a deal?
Here. Thanks.
Now I'm gonna sell you a bunch of shit. You better give me some good money. Actually, he doesn't take bows. But he will take these. Should I wear that armor instead? Mine is broke as fuck. I think I'll wear this and sell... I won't sell him the other one. I'll just hang on to it. Oh, he won't buy it anyway. Oh, I'm buying shit from him because I'm a dork.
Let's
Comfy
talk about
pajamas.
What about this?
We're getting there.
There's a bit.
Finally.
All right, we are rolling deep. How much money do I have? 4.5 thousand. All right, horsey, hold this for me. And I gotta give you that and then equip it. There we go. Ooh, his stuff's gotta get some repairs on it. I haven't found a stables in a while. I don't think this town even has one. Okay, I might need to buy some rations for the road. Neuhoff, Merhoyed. I'm not going all the way there. I got shit to do here. I got mine shafts to fall into. Hello, Madam Butcher. Ooh, get some bacon. Well, I have some cracklings, don't I? Now, does bacon need to be cooked? Or does that count as, like, cured? Maybe I shouldn't take the bacon. I need stuff that's edible. Take plenty of salami.
I'd like to just...
Yeah, a little extra for the good butcher woman.
This...
My
What about Minecraft? Oh. Mines. Ha. LOL! Alright. Let's eat the cracklings, because those aren't going to last forever. And a slammy. Alright. I'm going to be right back. I'm actually getting hungry, so I'm going to warm up something to eat. Alright, I'm back. So, we've got a bunch of different places to look. Let's go here first. The B. So pardon me if I stop every so often to eat a little bit. How do we get up there? Looks a bit cliffy. I guess we'll hit up this interesting place on the bridge and see if I can find something stashed there. I'm not muting the mic, but I have a noise gate on it, and so if I sit back away, the microphone won't even pick it up because it's like cutting out any noise below a certain decibel threshold. Really handy. I also found out it works in Audacity, which I use to record videos, so that helps me avoid having to crop and cut out parts of the audio if it picks up noise that I didn't want it to. Where are things? It says there's something here. I saw a prompt. Oh, there it is. More moonshine. Going the wrong way. Need to follow the stream. If that's even possible. Oh god, the bushes. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. I might need to go horseless for this. Getting awfully cluttered with foliage up here. Oh, that looks miney to me. No, I hit F5 to quick save still. Like, I'm still in that mentality. Get up, you dork. Yeah, and I'll pick some mushrooms. Oh, that was easy. Apparently it was the first one. Now, what weapon would I have drawn if I didn't have that sword?
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any use.
Hello, Prowko. Thanks for dropping in.
At least you've no.
Oh, I thought that was another human there.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck!
You ain't stopping me with that.
Kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhof stud farm.
I've got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, alright?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
And you shouldn't have started.
Fine then. That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
Oh, Runt's the big guy, isn't he? The one with the club.
Runts.
Stole
We
the
were
sword.
there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan 'em and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhoff, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
It always is.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes,
Oh, the rest of them.
but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhoff.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhoff, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Alright, so we gotta find this Timmy. Something tells me we're gonna end up tracking down all these guys before we get an actual lead.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could
Had
find
a
anything
sniff?
worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat, and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. Knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, 2 of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion.
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well?
Hey, over here!
Oh, big trouble.
Oh shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
I have a horse.
Fuck.
At least they don't know I'm here. The 2 of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're...
Well, you got yourself into this mess and dragged me with you. At least I don't look too armored.
What's going on there? Hey, who's there?
Alright, let's do it.
Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone.
You asked for it. Ah!
That hurt. Fuck's sake. How much? Yeah, thanks. Please finally do something.
Take that.
Oh, what'd you say to me? Oh, see, he gets the perfect block. That, like, master riposte thing. Which is bullshit. See? That's such bullshit. I can't even take a swing at him, otherwise he gets me.
Hey, what have we got here? Entertainment. Great.
Oh, good. I thought he died. Gonna kill the other one.
Fuck this.
I say fuck this? Hit the fucker. Alright, bitch. Oh, didn't even need to mercy kill him. He just went down. At least I didn't take any damage. Thank God for this armor. Nice gloves. Are you poaching too? That is the Lord's hair. Alright, we survived.
I've got some more questions.
What?
Who is this Runt? What does he look like? Do you know anything about him?
I never saw him before, but he's massive and scary as hell. Even his own men are afraid of him.
Did you notice what his sword looked like?
No, it was just a regular sword, I think. Why do you ask?
This last time he had a club.
Doubtful honor of meeting that bastard, and he has something that doesn't belong to him.
You're coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind eye.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here, and in a few weeks I'll pack up and clear off.
It might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
I'll do my best. I promise.
Maybe he ran off because, like, if you don't... Maybe if he gets attacked by, like, 2 at once, he gets spooked and runs. But since I basically held the aggro most of the time, I think he had a bit more balls to him. Take the coif. Where'd the other fool die? I stole whose stash? All junk. I stole his stash and let him go? I didn't know I stole anything from him. Oh yeah, I did. I stole the I stole the stuff from the farm, or the tanner dad. If he's got anything stashed in here. Ooh, that's some ominous streaks on the wall. We'll steal some apples. Rather use a couple of those. Alright, we take a nap. I love how the torch effect stays on, even though it was put away. Oh, there's a dagger he dropped. Pretty cool. Oh, there's like really magical, like Peter Pan sounding soundtrack in this area. Use some more apples. Alright, we have places to be. I wonder if there's anything worthwhile in the other caves we could have looked at. Now I have no idea where they are. Yeah, let's double check and see if I can actually give this money I snatched from him to either his lover or his father. Apparently I'm overburdened. I don't know what with.
God save you, Henry.
That was a very abrupt stop. Used the one. Nope, I can't even talk to her. And hop. At least his father might be interested in knowing that his son's probably not coming back. I'm surprised I cleared that, like, awning here. The last time I tried to dash under that, something like that with a horse, I got knocked off. I can't talk to him either. That's pretty whack. I'm sure they'd like to know what is going on with old Riki. the traders' money stores have built back up. Oh no, this is a tailor. I don't know, maybe I have something for him. Yes, I do. He even buys the male coif.
Let's talk about... What? Are we agreed?
I'd almost shake him.
Alright, off to other business. So what do we have for side quests since you want me to do those so bad? Guess we have this. Just to the west. We have to go to the monastery. And hop! What a terrible hop. You suck as a horse. Get out of the dang shrub! How is your neck stuck on a fence post? Give me. Oh yeah, straight up savage. I'm surprised that hasn't become a meme. Kind of like the apply water to the burned area meme. I would think that that would be like the 2018 version of it. Sassa Woods. Ooh, roadblock. Uh-oh.
I'll slaughter you.
Should have known.
No more fooling.
Yeah, no more fucking around, you dumb bitch. Ah! He blocked it and he still ate shit. Where's my shield? Why I ain't got shield? What? Just coming at me one at a time. Yeah, right in the face. You sorry fool, you went down with one poke. Now you're eating your own shoes. Ooh, he's got some mushrooms. Taking your pants. Your weapon any good? Maybe. Where'd your weapon go? Aha. And Morgenstern. Alright. Well dispatched. Your stupid roadblocks can't slow me down. Get out of the way, you dumb wabbit. Oh, hang on. I'm overburdened. How's that for a weapon? Not as good as the mass. That's 51 bonk damage. That's 40 bonk damage. No, thank you. Oh! Thanks, horse. You rode into a bush. Into a tree. What are this? Howdy, Mr. Miller.
Is there any work you can do?
That depends. Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've got a bit of a problem.
Oh, I haven't noticed.
We've got a human captive we pulled out of the river. I've an idea what to do with him, but I need a little help.
You should have left him in the river to drown.
But I need a bit of help.
How did you do it? It's not every day a miller's helper catches an enemy of the crown.
That's true. My hands will be more than happy to tell you how they caught him.
I'm in the service of Radzig Covenant, and that cumin should be swinging from the Ratai gallows.
Maybe, but I'm not taking it there. I don't have time. I'd rather throw him into the mill run.
I can take him there for you.
That's generous of you. And you'd just happen to get the reward for him too, wouldn't you?
We can cut a deal, and I'll bring you your half of the reward back.
Don't take it personally, but I'm just not a trusting man. Give me the money in advance and you can take him. What you do with him then is up to you.
I don't know how much the reward is.
I'm not in the mood for this. The cumin belongs in Sir Radzig's court, and I'll take him by force if I have to.
Fine. Go ahead and take that fucking human. And go with him to hell for all I care.
And just so you know how fair I am, I'll bring you half the reward back.
Please, just go. My hands will unlock the barn for you.
Alright, unlock the barn.
I am honored that a knight such as you...
Oh, shut up.
I've come to ask about that cumin.
Ask away.
How did you manage to catch it? It's not like I underestimate you, but I can only assume he was armed.
Aye, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck. I went for
Yeah, that's spot of the trots.
And all of a sudden, I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on the shore. And then I realized he was a cumin. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold. So I dragged him into the barn.
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him. You'll have to ask him what he's got in mind.
All right, I'll ask him.
I already asked him. Alright, well.
Hey, what are you doing here? Clear off quick.
I'm supposed to get a damn cumin. Why aren't you helping me? Where the hell is he? You mean this? Like the shed? No? Where the hell is the dang guy? You said you would unlock the dang door for me. Oh, he's around back. Get over, you dork. I'm looking for some cumin.
I'm here for the cumin.
What?
The miller told me I can take him away. He's headed for the Ratai gallows.
Right.
Don't just stand there, then. Open up.
Oh. Very well.
Get yourself over there. I don't want to talk to your crotch. Somehow you managed to shit the front of your pants.
Get up. The executioner in Ratai can't wait to meet you. Stop talking and get up.
He is up! Eh. At least I didn't have to figure out some way to get him back.
Please, no, Ratai.
How about that? You do understand. And you don't want to go to Rattay? If I were you, I'd feel the same way.
Please, money, underground.
Quietly. I don't want to hear another word.
We ain't done yet. Alright, time to die, fool. Oh no. Did I get an infinite loading screen again? Okay, thank God. Alright, where's the bailiff? Why is the frame rate so jerky all of a sudden? Like, I'm not even dropping frames, it's just the animations are like skipping. The fuck's the bailiff? There he is.
God save you, good knight. What?
I'm here about the cumin.
Ah, so it was you who brought him. I suppose you've come for your reward.
Damn right.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, I'll tell you that. That is the first cumin anyone's ever brought in alive. Then again, those devils don't deserve any mercy. Anyway, here's the reward for your service.
Thanks.
100? Well, a lot more than that. Oh well. Excuse me. It is what it is. Now, Dans, maybe you can tell me this. Does fast travel happen faster if you're on a horse? Or does it not make a difference? What do you mean? Okay. I wasn't sure since it didn't like show this, you know, statuette character roaming across the map as being on a horse, so I didn't know if it actually mattered. Alright. Hop, skip, and we move on. Who's this asshole? Nobody important. Who's this poor fool? Oh, that's obscene. Oh, the cart's gone. It was very kind of somebody to move it. Alright, Mr. Miller, I have the promised reward. Where'd he go? Oh, you're not him. Where's the Miller? See out back? Ooh. I'm not not supposed to be here either. Where the hell is he?
What the hell was that?
None of your business. What the fuck? Settle down now. Take off with that thing? Dude, what? There you are.
What the hell
I got half the reward for that.
Well, well.
You should trust people more.
I see you're you.
Alright.
Are you
Get out of the damn way. I'm eating this. Holy shit, that made me fat. I didn't realize that I wasn't that hungry. I'm stuck on a roof. Oh, that was a bad idea to eat that. I need to head further west, I think. Oh, I see you. Don't think I don't see you. Wanna start some shit?
Don't move. Give me all you have.
Papa!
Come on. Kurva.
Whoa, I didn't even get the chance to parry that one. That didn't even look like an attack.
Take that.
Take what? Oh, some of this. Some of that. And a stabby. And a smacky. And another smacky. Hmm? Ah, eat it. What are you trying to shoot, you dumb dork? Is he seriously, like, getting point-blank shots? Whoa! What? I didn't mean to pick him up. Alright, so much for you. Ooh. Stalwart. Is that a good sword? Better slashy. Not as good stabby. I like the stabby. Alright, that's what happens to fools who try and rob us on the road. It's funny that they show me putting down a visor on this helmet when it doesn't even have one. But I think that's just to keep it consistent. As it does have, like, the vision obscuring eye guards. Alright, where's this? There's that monastery. Oh wow, there's quite a village around it. And why am I heavy again? I just put everything away. Ooh. Where's the weaponsmith? Oh my god, I just heard another thief. Where's the thief? Where's he going?
Thief! Thief!
Where is the thief? You're just running. Oh, there he is.
Somebody help me!
I'm trying. I can't keep up with him.
What? Shit, Henry! Henry!
How do these people know my name? Slow down, you dick. So close. Yeah, take that.
Is that...
Ow!
Bitch. Take that with your fucking thin ass hair.
Had enough? Yeah, look. No excuse here. You got the thrashing you deserve.
8 groschen. We chased him down for 8 groschen, which means I'm not even gonna get that much back.
And did... I did.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, it gave me half of it. The hell was even the point? Can I ride the cow? That would be awesome. Whoa! All right, Mr. Smith.
Good day to you.
Any chances?
Well, come to think, there is one rather delicate matter to attend to. A while ago, a holy man came by here.
Did he now?
He'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various relics he'd collected on his travels to pay his way.
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba.
Oh.
By the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from our Lord's cross, thorns from the crown.
Sounds like it was all bullshit then.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command?
Probably none.
If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
Oh, fine.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba's a Czech queen?
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of her? Ask some priest. She's in the Bible.
Uh-huh. Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something so valuable?
Are you suggesting he might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted, but this is nothing to joke about. God would smite him in a flash if he made light of holy relics that way.
You think so?
What kind of power did this sword have?
What do you think? It brought its bearer good luck in combat and protection from enemies.
Where can I find the powers?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from him. They say the largest piece is with the rat-eyed swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
How dare you?
I could do with a sword like that. What if you sold it to me?
Well, everything has its price. But this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the bits is one thing. Forging them back together is quite another. That tinkerer from Rat-Eye couldn't manage it.
Yeah, if you say so.
Well, it does sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see what I can do.
Excellent. You'll see you won't regret it. I'll pay you well.
Ooh. Game saved for what? Didn't do nothing. 3852. Bailiff's mace. Ooh. Coxcomb. Oh wow, that's a deadly weapon. Oh! Daggers are used offhand? I didn't know that. That sounds badass. Do I still have that dagger? I give it to the horse. I do. Damn it. Why can't I use it? Why can't I even equip it? Oh. Why was the other one allowed to be used, like, in the shield slot? Yeah, this one's showing up in the shield slot. I think that might just be a glitch then. Whoa. Why is that better than... Oh, this one's 72 stabby. This one is 67 stabby, but 67 slashy. Fear not. I think I'll take it. And there's a lot of swords that kind of suck. Whoops, I just paid full price for that. Oh well. Oh yeah. Horsey, hand me over some stuff. I gotta sell it. That. Oh, he doesn't take any armor? Jerk.
Let's have a word about...
Why?
What about this?
That sounds... Alright, so...
Alright. Look at this bad boy. Well, we're here now. Get on, you dork. Ah! I wanted to see if that would work. Who's this with the star? Oh, it's just the innkeeper. I don't care about you. Oh, that's a big old soup. I don't need no soup right now. Alright. We're gonna have to approach the monastery and ask them why they're trying to screw over the quarry owner. The stonemason. Knock, knock, Abbot.
I've been sent here from Talmberg. I'm to speak with the one responsible for construction.
That'd be the master builder. Or with our brother, the overseer. What matter is it you're here about?
It has to do with the stone for construction.
Ah, then that's a matter of supply. You'll want to talk to the overseer. He knows more about that sort of thing. His study's right above us, more or less. Go up the steps to the left and then head back in this direction, almost the whole way.
Now I'm realizing if we're gonna be talking some, gonna talk some persuasion, I need to clean up my armor a bit. Look a little more professional. Let's get this shit repaired. Horsemanship. Oh yeah, I got 2 main level perks, I forgot. First aid 3. But so far, I don't even think I had to use any first aid stuff. Local hero. Damn it, I meant to look what it was. Oh well. What I got? Fast striker. Zornort. Double stab. Let's give that a shot. Get out of the frickin' wall! God, what a dumb horse. Always walking into shit. Where the hell am I? How do I get across the river?
I can't go any further.
Son of a bitch.
Sweep me to my death.
Alright, Smithman. I need my stuff fixed. Really? Now all my fucking armor's gonna break. Is there an armor smith? Oh, there's a lot of shit in this town. Well, this guy's just a weaponsmith. Maybe the blacksmith can do something for me. Apparently right over here.
My breath is short, my feet are sore. I'd buy a horse, but I am poor.
Nice rhyme.
I'm honored that tonight.
Oh, he can do it. Can he fix my better hauberk? He can. Let's put that bad boy back on. Oh, hang on, it's worse. Carried it all this time and fixed it for nothing. got anything good for sale? Not really. Alright, enjoy.
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling. Would you happen to know anything about it?
I would. Of course I would.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land. Unless it was in a fresco.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm humoring the idea. Let's take a look at the rest of this town. Then I might just call it a night, because I realize I'm at 3 hours now. That's long enough for me. Getting too hot in this room. Oh, we got the old watering hole. We have a tailor or something. What's this guy up to? Oh.
I'm honored. I'm looking for the...
It's in the monastery courtyard.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know. I just want to see what's all around this town. Get all the waypoints identified. Here's the tailor. How do I get into the tailor?
Looking for something around here?
Uh-huh. Knock, knock. Why do I gotta go through 2 doors to talk to the tailor?
I hope I can be...
There we go. Now I'm looking fine. Got any better stuff? Ooh, combat apron. I don't like the, I don't like how those colors match. Meh. Curse my vanity. That's not too bad. Ew. Alright, you ain't got shit. Screw you. Alright, well I guess that's it for sightseeing around here. Oh, there's the armor. Maybe he's got some good stuff. Oh no, you're some scribes or something. Oh, you're the bailiff. Sure you have some missions for me soon. Where's the armor smith? Hey. What the heck's the armor smith? I thought I just unlocked it.
Who is it?
None of your business.
What's that?
Oh, here we are. Alright, what you got? Hey, get back here, I'm talking to you.
What is it?
I'm at your...
Ooh, training?
Can you show me how to...
Certainly.
I've never tried to repair my own shit. Ooh, my aching brigandine. Oh. That's pretty dope. Expensive, though. Ew, that's ugly. A boost shield. Oh, wow. That's a hell of an improvement. I just wish it wasn't so white. Alright, I'm buying it. Fuck it.
Let's have a word.
Aye?
Would you mind coming down a bit?
What do you say to...
Well.
There we go. Where is it? Yeah. Now we mean business. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. So thank you everybody who joined. Thank you Dans for semi-lurking the whole time. I don't think I'm gonna stream next week. I know you're not gonna be around anyway, but I have other plans for next Saturday. But we'll see about streaming every other Saturday, like every Saturday from now on. Maybe throwing in another one in the middle of the week somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But, for now, have a good night.